No one thinking I slept with Preet Patel. I don't know making that mistake. I'm gonna break the full fall from the jump. When I don't do this, when I don't do the comedy, I work as a junior doctor in the NHS. Thank you so much. 2 years ago, that was a standing ovation, but I'll take that. That's cool, man. I'll with that. But being a comic comic's got me some fans, though. Like I had a guy put tickets to see me because, and I quote, it's the quickest way to get a doctor's appointment. At mid-show, he was hitting me with all these medical heckles. He was like, oh, I'm wheezing. And the wickedest thing is, symptoms of medical emergencies actually encourage a comic. So when we're doing really well on stage, all we want to hear is I can't breathe. You're killing me. Which is a mind for me, because the doctor in me is like, rah, should I go help? But the comic in me is like, nah, keep going. Don't stop till you hear them say, I'm dead. I'm deceased. And here, that's great. But here at work, I up. Do you see my problem? But when you graduate med school, you've got to do something called foundation training. It's where you do a few different jobs to get a feel for what you may like to do in the future. And one of the most popular jobs during that period is something called geriatrics. And it's good to have some of you guys with us today. And no, we just had a pandemic, man. Congratulations. And I shouldn't be telling you guys this Comedy Central, but I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. So anytime any of your patients gets cremated, obviously after they've died, you get an £82 check, 4 scores and some more. And they call that ash cash. Telling you for real, man, 82 quid for throwing a corpse in a furnace. And obviously, I want to make it clear, Comedy Central, we don't do the throwing ourselves. I've asked, they won't let us. But what ash cash begs the question, whose side are we really on? Because on the side of life, they don't pay NHS staff enough. But on the side of death, they're giving out bonuses. So what type of do they want to see? I had a friend called Gerald who started the geriatrics, and I hate to break it to you, Comedy Central, he was making a killing. They started calling him Harold because he was shipping so many men to the morgue. And I said, look, man, we have to keep you off the wards to keep those patients safe. Then I started on geriatrics, and my fortune's done a 180. I started using words I didn't know was in my vernacular, like, keep the change. I started saying words I'd never said before. And I was enjoying the money. Then out of nowhere, in 2016, the BMA, that's the Junior Doctors Union, announced that junior doctors were striking because we weren't happy with our pay. I said, first of all, there's no meat in we. You ain't gonna up my ash cash tray. And second of all, if we all strike, who's gonna look after the patients, huh? Who's gonna do that? That's why I didn't strike during that period. I stayed behind and I collected those checks. That's why these kicks right here are courtesy of Maureen, man. Courtesy of... What, man? I take footsteps in her memory every day, man. I also... a bit dark, but whatever. My wife's a junior doctor, man, so she works in the NHS, so she's doing all right for herself. And 2 of my exes are also very, very successful. So this has got me thinking, Comedy Central, is this all because of me? Like, have I got the magic stick? What's going on? Or maybe it's in spite of me, I don't know. I'll tell you about one of my exes. One of my exes is an MP. She's an MP. And I'm going to say Labour MP, because no one thinking I slept with Preet Patel. I don't know making that mistake. But imagine that one night stand. I wake up in the morning, she's like, Michael, I'm going to get you a cab home. I'm like, okay, Preet, that's cool, man. You're going to put me the expenses, yeah, that's cool. Then half an hour later, I'm in the cab like, where the hell are we going? I live nowhere near Heathrow. Where the Preet, don't do this to me. Mustafa, you're driving now, but it'll be you next, Mustafa. It'll be you next. I like doing that bit now because it's 2022. There's so much diversity in the Labour Party, so you guys don't know what black woman I'm referring to. But I'm sure if this was the 1980s, you guys would be like, what's Diane Abbott, innit? It's Diane Abbott. And maybe it is Diane, you don't know. Maybe I like my mojitos on the train too, you don't know. I've been Michael Akadiri, thank you for your time, ears and energy, you guys have been amazing.